if Manchester City can go out and find a forward, why can't Arsenal? Can you understand, James, why Arsenal fans are so frustrated?
Arsenal transfer news: Gunners to make bid for Barcelona star as Alexander Isak offer made. The January transfer window has already been open for a fortnight, but all is quiet when it comes to Arsenal. Mikel Arteta has opted not to add a new face to his squad as it stands. But that could all be about to change with the North London side going through a rough patch. They were eliminated from the FA Cup by Manchester United at the weekend, while their hopes of lifting the Premier League and Carabao Cup are hanging by a thread. A striker might be on their shopping list after Gabriel Jesus picked up an injury. A host of names have already been linked with moves to the Emirates Stadium. Take a look at all of the latest transfer news and rumors. Arsenal are reportedly set to lodge a bid for Barcelona star Ronald Araujo, but will be some way short of a deal. The Uruguayan has been backed to leave the Camp Nou this January amid interest from Italian giants Juventus, but the Serie A side could potentially face competition. As per Sport, Arsenal are mulling over a bid for Araujo to add to their defensive options. It is suggested that Barcelona would be happy to sell for around 70 to 80 million euros, but Arsenal will not bid anywhere near that. It is further revealed that Araujo's representatives are now looking for alternatives in an effort to get him a move, sticking with Juventus. They could potentially provide the answer to Arsenal's striker woes with a swoop for a former target. As per Tuttosport via Il Bianconero, Juve striker Dusan Vlahovic is a long-term target for the Gunners, and they could rekindle their interest in him after Jesus' injury. Vlahovic, 24, has scored 12 goals in 23 appearances for Juventus this season, but he is not the only striker that Arsenal will consider. It is reported that PSG star Randal Kolo Muani is an option, with Manchester United also considering his services. Arsenal fan Piers Morgan wants Arsenal to move for an off. Newcastle have no plans to cash in on the red-hot form of Alexander Isak in the January transfer window and will double down on keeping him. Isak has been on fire lately, scoring 10 goals in his last 9 games for Newcastle to ramp up transfer interest from other clubs. The Swedish striker now has 15 goals in 22 appearances this season and has been strongly linked with a move to Arsenal. The Gunners are crying out for a centre-forward after their lack of firepower cost them in back-to-back home defeats to Newcastle and Manchester United in the Cups. Gabriel Jesus and Kai Havertz are far from prolific, and Mikel Arteta wants a player of Isak's ability to fill the void. Newcastle have been firm in their response to interest in Isak, reportedly telling Arsenal that it would take a fee of more than £115 million for them to consider selling. "There's no part of me or anyone at Newcastle that wants to let Alex go," Eddie Howe said recently. "He's very much part of our long-term plans. He's first class." Newcastle are also planning to strengthen their hand further, according to Chronicle Live. He is already under contract until June 2028, but the club expects Isak to sign a new deal, and in the summer they will offer him the iconic number 9 shirt, which is currently occupied by Callum Wilson. Wilson has been hampered by injuries in recent years and his contract is set to expire in June. His exit will allow Isak to further cement his status as the club's No. 1 striker by taking Alan Shearer's shirt number. Newcastle paid Real Sociedad an initial fee of £63 million in August 2022 to sign Isak and are now being richly rewarded for that club record investment. Speaking last week, Howe admitted that he initially had doubts about the huge outlay. The transfer fee is always a difficult one. "If you look at the fee alone, especially for me with my background, it's such a lot of money and I think I'm not sure if you can commit to that," he said. "But then you look at the quality of the